My name is Ben McDaniel, and I'm a music teacher 4 days a week at Isely Elementary. I got my music education bachelor's degree in December of 2014, but that wasn't my first career. I always joke that I used to be an attorney, but then I got better because my first degree actually was an associate's degree in music ed, but then I changed paths and got a degree in English and went to law school. And I was a lawyer for a little while, and I didn't like that, so I went back to school for music ed, ran out of money, and got a different job for a while, back and forth a couple more times, and finally was able to finish my music education degree in December of 2014. And so here I am. Music has always been a big part of my life. I started in music because of that, but then when I first went away from it and majored in English instead, the reason I went away from it was that I felt like being an amateur musician would be more fulfilling to me than being a professional musician. I think that was sort of a mistake, because even though I can be an amateur in terms of performing or composing or any of those other things I wanted to do, having a daily job where I deal with music and also can teach kids is really great. And what first led me back to music education was I was singing in a barbershop quartet, and the other three guys were all graduates of Wichita State with bachelors of music education. In fact, we were all born in the same year. We all got our degrees the same year, but they got music ed and I got English. At the time, all of them were teachers in USD 259, music teachers, and that's when I first went back in 2006. I'm really looking forward to meeting the kids for the first time. Some of them were here Friday evening for Meet the Teacher Night. A couple of them who were really excited about music, their parents came back to our little corner of the building and talked to us, Judy, Fromm, and myself, about music class. On the one hand, I'm really excited to meet the kids because that's what it's really all about, is the kids. But on the other hand, I'm very nervous and maybe even fearful because I have taught before, even in the district, because I was a long-term substitute in the spring. But the classroom had already been established when I got there, and there was some expectations and lessons that had been written by others. And there's unique challenges to that. Now being sort of on my own here, I have a good mentor in the other music teacher here, but being on my own and decorating my own classroom and coming up with all of my own plans and stuff, it's pretty nerve-wracking. But at the same time, I know that I was well trained for it at Wichita State, and I've got really great support here at Isely. I would like for my students to learn basic music concepts, but at the same time, that's not really my focus as a teacher. I think of my job as teaching life skills through music. I'm also licensed to teach English, and if I were teaching English, I'd feel the same way, that I was teaching life skills through English. I really think that what kids, especially this age, need most is to know how to interact with each other, to know how to be respectful and responsible, and all of those things. And we can do that through teaching music. I do think it's important for us to teach musical concepts, and I hope that a lot of my students go on to take band and choir and orchestra. But I also know that the vast majority of my students are not going to go into careers as musicians or music teachers, and I know that 30 years from now, they're not going to remember do, re, mi, and they're not going to remember all these rhythmic patterns, and probably won't be able to read music anymore, the ones who haven't gone into music. But what I hope is that they will sing to their children, and I hope that they will sing with their friends. They'll sing happy birthday to their coworkers and not be the sort of folks who say, oh, I can't sing. I want to teach all of my students that they can sing and they should sing, even if they could never win American Idol.